This breaking news is brought to you by ang Supremo Vlogs. What is Good Conduct Time Allowance or GCTA? Good Conduct Time Allowance or GCTA is the most important alphabetical representation to the prisoner. It is earned through this demeanor while serving time in the prison system. It is something that is immediately reflected on his prison record as a tentative computation on the timeline of his incarceration. Barring any unfortunate incident, the prisoner deserves his freedom in a period of time which is not according to the actual calendar date but rather on the legal correctional timetable. On top of said prison sentence reduction scheme, another law was passed, Republic Act 10592. It would add more days that would reduce further the sentence and that which is reckoned as jail time. Let me simplify. If on a stretch an inmate earns 15 days off from every month of his penalty on a regular basis before, the recent law would add more days. Hence, a prisoner will earn up to 45 days more for every month of his incarceration. The computation would look like this. If a person is sentenced to more than 20 years, and from the start of his incarceration he has served 10 years, as computed following the time allowance provided for by law has been used, he has already satisfied and served out his penalty already. That means that the prisoner will see freedom earlier, assuming that he has never been involved in any prison infraction or has committed any offense during the period of his serving time. Republic Act No. 10592, otherwise known as an Act amending Articles 29, 94, 97, 98, and 99 of an Act No. 3815, authorizes the credit of preventive imprisonment and the revised schedule of good conduct time allowance in the initial computation should a penalty is handed down. The law further allows the Director of Corrections, Chief of DJMP, Warden, Provincial, District, Municipal, or City Jail to grant allowances for good conduct. Previously, it is the Director of Corrections who is the only one authorized to grant such reduction scheme. The provision in the computation procedure on the reduction scheme for good conduct behavior incentive has the following features. First 2 years of imprisonment, 20 days off for each month. Third and fifth year, 23 days off. Following year up to 10th year, 25 days off. 11th and successive years, 30 days off. At any time when his services includes teaching, study, or mentoring, additional 15 days off. Appeals made by prisoner do not disturb entitlement of good conduct allowance. The law, Republic Act 10592, is a serious correctional provision because any officer who fails to comply with the application of said law is liable to be imprisoned, 1 year imprisonment, a fine of 100,000 pesos, and perpetual disqualification to hold public office. Now that is something. To date, the implementing rules and regulations of the law is still in the drawing board, but the entire correctional system is already busy formulating the infrastructure for its eventual application. I say that unlike before where computation was done manually through the dexterity of those assigned to the task, now it could only be done swiftly through a software program. Once encoded and provided with an equation, it is technology that would virtually process each case and in a week provide the prisoner the exact date when his penalty would be over. The law would definitely improve morale and promote hope and build confidence in the true mandate of rehabilitation in correctional administration. And for our breaking news, Senator Ping LACSON questions Bucor Director General Nicanor Faeldon about the alleged release order of Sanchez.
Is this your signature? Appears to be Your Honor.
Second, please. Is that your signature?
Appears to be Your Honor.
Third, is that your signature?
Appears to be Your Honor.
Show the number 1 signature, please, again. This is a release order of Antonio Sanchez, which you signed. And earlier, you mentioned that you never signed a release order for Antonio Sanchez.
A signature I sign, Your Honor, is a memorandum for release. Release order, sir, is only the superintendent can issue the release order.
Subject, release of person deprived of liberty. Sanchez Antonio E. Leiza, N95P-0481, for having served 40 years upon retroactive application of RA number 10592, pursuant to the provisions of Article 70 of the Revised Penal Code. Date, August 20, 2019.
I signed that document, the memorandum of release. But that is not the release order because after my office, it goes to several other office.
Paragraph 4, it says here, submit report of compliance to the Office of the Director General of the Bureau of Corrections within 5 days from the actual date of release. Copy furnished the Chief Documents section. This is not a release order still. I will not debate with you anymore. Anyway, the documents won't lie. And you admitted already that is your signature.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ordered the release of the convicts in the Chong sisters rape slaying? The same thing. This is a memorandum. Paragraph number 4, again. Submit report of compliance to the Office of the Director General of the Bureau of Corrections within 5 days from the actual date of release. Copy furnished the Chief Document section. Date, August 16, 2019. Question, have they been released?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, di pareho rin. Yung unang release order kay Sanchez na preempt lang because of the public uproar. But in this case, this one got away because this was dated 4 days before the supposed or the release order signed by you in favor of Antonio Sanchez. So what makes the difference between the release order signed for you by Maria Fe Marquez and the release order signed by you in favor of Antonio Sanchez?